What's up, people? I just wanted to share my thoughts on, this past weekend's fights. Now, it started off at the StubHub Center with Antonio DeMarco fighting. Shit, I forgot his name. It's a big win for DeMarco. You know, um, I'd like to see him get back in with Heyman and in the mix a little bit. Even though he's old, he seems like he's still got something to offer. Then Mares fought a guy. Abner Mares fought a guy. Now, the way they promoted this, did anyone else notice that it was going to be Santa Cruz against Abner Mares, but these half-retarded Eli Sekback and these motherfuckers promote it like that, and the fight is actually going to be Abner Mares against a bum, and then Leo Santa Cruz against a bum. And, I don't need people disrespecting me like, oh, don't call them bums, don't call them bums. I'm not being disrespectful. It's just the way I fucking talk. What I mean by bum is you're just not going to do anything in the sport of boxing. You're not going to do anything. Some of these people got full-time jobs and then just, want to grab a quick 10 grand or a couple thousand or whatever. So, all right, then we go to the Barclay, which, before we go to the Barclay, let's go back to the StubHub. All right, what the fuck happened with Richard Schaefer to where there was 2,000 people in that motherfucking stadium? Hold up, is it Karan, Brad? Aren't you out by there? Could you please tell me what the fuck happened at the StubHub as far as promotion? Did a promotion slip? Or was it... Because this is Richard Schaefer's... I might be wrong, but it's his first American big promotion, supposedly. If you got Leo Santa Cruz and Abner Mares at the StubHub Center, and you can't fucking sell out the stadium... You don't belong promoting for fucking Al Heyman fighters. But the Barclay. Now we have Charlo. Well, let's start with Trout and Jarrett Hurd. And Jarrett Hurd is from the DMV, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. I believe he's fighting out of Maryland. So, local guy. He catches shit. We're not going to call Trout old. Fuck that shit. Trout fought excellent in the first half of the fight. He was winning no problem. But Jarrett Hurd was just walking right through that shit. So, I don't agree with his game plan of taking the opponent's shots and then walking them down. You can try that with, and this is the only time this man's name will be mentioned, but you can try that with Lara, but you ain't trying that shit with Charlo. Alright? And I'm talking about the 154-pound Charlo, and I'm not being disrespectful, but Jamar and Jermel, I can't tell them apart. If they're standing, there's a photo of them face to face, I know which one's which. I know the 160-pound from the 154-pound. But, y'all understand what I'm getting at. They're fucking twins. So, whatever Charlo fought Lubin, Jamel, first off, what is up with their rage? And the fact that they were drug tested one day, 7 days before the fight, one time. What is up with the Charlos then acting like the way they act, which I have no problem with, you know. But is there a chance that there is well, you know, are the charlos on steroids or the charlos on PEDs? And I don't want to hear shit about the clean boxing program that don't really exist, you know. It exists for and am I the only person that heard an interview where Paulie Malignaggi said that Deontay Wilder is paying for his opponent to be tested extra. You know, he's paying out his pocket to have the opponent tested. Now, look, I'm a Wilder fan. I think he's going to knock AJ out. My prediction on that isn't exact, but I think he'll knock AJ out. But Wilder's wild with his punches, you know, which makes him effective. But what happens when someone touches his chin is my question. Now, back to the... I'm sorry I get off topic, but fuck it. Alright. Trout is fighting excellent. Jarrett Hurd starts walking him down, pounding on him, and Hurd's a big fucking boy, man. And then, one thing, props to the cornerman in Trout's corner that threw in the towel at the right time. You know, told the ref to stop the fight. Then the stupid-ass fucking ref turns to the fighter and says, "You want the fight stop? You want the fight stop?" Motherfucker, the trainer said stop the fight. You stop the fucking fight. But props to Trout and Hurd. Hurd can do that with Lara, but he ain't going to do that with Charlo. Now, I think the 154-pound Charlo is more talented out of the two. And all of a sudden, he's become a knockout artist. Is that because he's putting more weight on his punches, stepping correctly to throw power shots? Or could it be PED use or some kind of illegal use, you know? Because all these fighters take supplements. And the supplement all of a sudden can end up on WADA's list. You know, shit like that. So, you know, Lubin, Charlo. And I like the Charlo brothers, man. You know, I like them. But I'm not a dick riding fangirl, you know? So I speak what's on my mind. Charlo Lubin. Question. How the fuck did you come to the conclusion? These fucking channels. 3,000, 100,000 fucking people. That Lubin is going to beat Charlo. What made you think that? That a fighter from Florida who spars with, I don't know who. You know, your Uber driver in Florida. Your Lyft driver in Florida. So, you know, the second or third punch Charlo even touches him with. The first real punch of the fight, he balls up, hits the ground. Will he be able to recover? That's another story. That's going to be interesting what Lubin does. But this is an example of what happens when you take a fighter with a lot of confidence that's young and throw him in at the wrong time. The wrong time. Do you agree with Al Heyman's promotions and letting, you know, like Richard Schaefer do these promotions and, what's his name? The guy that did the promotion for Charlo, Lou DiBella. These are more like fall guys for Al Heyman. They're not your usual promotion deal, you know? So, do you agree with having the Texas fighters fighting in Brooklyn? You know, is there a problem with that? Because, like, Texas has a lot of fucking fans, man. Why wouldn't you want Errol Spence fighting at one of them football stadiums or something. But I don't know if they got a deal with the Barclay. I think they do. I think they got to hold a certain amount of fights at the Barclay. But okay, so yeah, he fucking puts Lubin in the fetal position. Also, Lubin had to injure his leg. Falling down on it that hard while you're unconscious, to where your heel's touching your ass and your kneecaps almost touching your ass, the back of your knees almost touching your ass cheek. And then what happened to his heart? Because he got fucking demolished. What's funny though is he got up at the count of he got up before 10. He tried to pick his ass up. All right, that's it. Yeah. Am I gonna talk about Laura again? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. Peace out.